I'm Toygat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today I'm going to be doing a revolution in live stream entertainment because get this, instead of just mining for a long time, the latest revolution, we're going to be turning on its head because we're going to be taking my diamond, well actually first of all, just a quick little thing we need to do here is I'm going to be taking my diamond pickaxe, repairing it costs 17. I need to do this for later, so keep that in mind, it's going to become relevant later. But today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting with an entirely blank XP bar, and I'm going to be seeing how much XP I can collect while killing wither skeletons, because I want XP, but more importantly than that even, I want wither skeletons. I really need beacons, and to get beacons, you need glass, you need obsidian, and you need wither skeleton skulls. Wither skeleton skulls have a really low chance of dropping, it's about 1 in 40, but I have today a looting sword of Smite 4. It's literally perfectly designed for killing wither skeletons, and because it has mending, it's also good for XP in terms of long game efficiency. So today, we're going to be killing wither skeletons for 90 minutes. It's going to be amazing. It's going to blow your minds by how unique and crazy. But you know, it's going to be a fun live stream. Hope you all enjoy it. Because, yeah, I like the kind of streams where we do like a big task, just kind of over some amount of time. And in this particular case, you know, like killing wither skeletons, we've all got to do it. Let's admit that we're just going to do it together. So, yeah, and in case you're curious, today is Sunday, the 18th of November. This is officially the day everything changed. It's also Latvia's, one of their Independence Days. So, Latvia Independence Day and Toy Cats killing wither skeletons. I mean, can you get a more exciting Sunday? I don't think you can, Vera. Thank you very much. Once I killed 2 wither skeletons in a row, they both dropped skulls. That's actually happened to me a surprising number of times. Like, the first time it happened, I was like, whoa, no way. And then it happened to me, oh, I guess I've lost the skulls. But it happened to me again, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, you know, it happened to be a third time, and I was like, well, there's got to be some weird thing here. It kind of comes back down to, like, humans and bad graphs of statistics, maybe, but it's a thing I find intriguing. So, hello, everyone. Hi, hello. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope you, I enjoy whatever's going to happen right here, because I don't even know if I am. Oh, I went home to go get a helmet to put on, and then I just didn't, so we're going to be doing this with only 2 bits of armor, and without really enough food to do this. You know, we got many issues with our plan here. Let's just hope we don't get hit by things. Because the pro tip is we have the perfect sword. As long as we critical hit, we can kill everything that's up. We'll just let them hide each other for a bit, and then we'll just swing once and kill them that way. But while we have, as long as we jump and do a critical hit, although we missed it right there, we can kill every single smite-based mob in the game in 1 hit. Except, obviously, the wither itself, and if they're armored zombies or something. So, anyway, by the way, big thank you, PlateCon1. From this point, I'm going to donate this amount. Wow, that is, you know what, you are donating that amount. You did, in fact, donate £3, which, by the way, I'm very appreciative for. So, hello, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. The honest, you know, kind of plan here is just to run through various nether fortresses, because they should slowly respawn, and we should be able to keep going through. Oh, another thing I really want is blazes. So, I have another huge project planned. Also, how does this happen? How are there blazes and a turtle in the same... Like, are we not going to question that? Are we just accepting that, yep, blazes, turtles, they share an environment. That seems about right to someone. That's absurd. Sorry, you know, that has to be said. So yeah, we have to always be careful about the wither skeletons more than the blazes, because fire sucks, don't get me wrong, but fire and withering, like we have right now, that sucks significantly more. We can always drink the milk if we're literally dying of withering, whereas, yeah, the other way around, you can't drink milk to get rid of fire. Really, I think I made the opposite argument to the word blaze. How did the turtle even get there? I think he must have, also, there's free obsidian around here, how nice. I think the turtle came out from way, like one of my portals that's near the iceberg biome, somehow just climbed all the way through the fortress, and now he's just chilling here with the blaze. I mean, I guess that's a thing. Toycat, what are the differences between Java and Bedrock? There's a, so the single difference is that they're programmed in different languages. Java, this will blow your mind, but Java was made in Java, and Bedrock is made using the Bedrock engine, which is a C++ based engine. Is it C++? Yeah, it's C++. So C++ is a much more modern and robust programming language, but Java was what Notch knew when he first started programming Minecraft, and at this point they're just too far in to kind of switch. It's the long story short on that one. The Bedrock is a much more efficiently made game because it started being made primarily for mobile devices, but now it's for everything, whereas Java was made for PCs, which have always been getting more powerful, and you know, it wasn't ever intended to be an intensive game. So that's the big difference right there. But what it ends up meaning is that, you know, Java and Bedrock have very different, I mean, lots of different things are just so different between the two games, which I quite like. Also, I mean, if I kill this with a skeleton, I won't be able to pick up the skeleton. Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! 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 I'm not going anywhere near that again. Oh, so again, you gotta bear in mind, if you die in Minecraft, you die in real life. It's actually a little known fact. Oh, we messed up. Oh, we messed that one up. It's a little known fact. Yeah, doing critical hits is actually kind of tricky, surprisingly, just because of the fact that like we have to manage to jump without being hit against something walking at a different speed to me. It's a whole mess. So yeah, one of the other common questions, people have been asking what my Discord is called. This is a pro tip. If you want to find me on any social media that I have, which is only like free by the way, just search Toycat in that name. Like, if you search Toycat Discord, it comes up as the first result, you know. It's not like some grand secret. You can very easily find it. Or you just put Toycat into Discord. You can find it that easily. So there you go. It's all easy, all wonderful. By the way, big thank you, Blake101, for the £3 super chat. For every stream, I'll donate £3. Wow, you donated £6 on this stream, so you've already exceeded your goal. In 100% of streams so far, you have donated more than £3. What a crazy wild world we live in. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Glad you like these types of streams where we talk about, I guess, the nonsense, whatever's going on. I like them. They're a fun mix of stuff. So I'm gonna do real quick. So I'm gonna hide in this room, and I'm gonna open up a drink. I've got Coke in a glass bottle here because one of the few things in my life that I think everyone seems to love is Coke, like in a bottle, like regular Coke, Diet Coke, whatever. In a bottle, people think it's the best. And that's where I wanted to start today. After we quickly say Ninja Spy's Realm is that big code right there. Copy that code and you can go to Ninja Spy's Realm. Thank you for the 199 super chat. If you want to promote your realm, you can apparently do that via super chat, like Ninja Spy did. Which, by the way, there's his realm code. Type it in. You can go see his realm. I will warn you if you donate people to, if you encourage people to join your world, I can't take responsibility for who joins. Again, on the realms I have, for instance, there's a big, oh man, there's a big variety of people, not all of who are savory. But a big thank you, Aaron Kish, for the $2 super chat. But if you're using your, don't use anyone else's debit card if you don't have permission. So I'm gonna just quickly say that. Like, if you're stealing someone else's card, no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you not to. You're not. It's not okay. I always want to read all the messages if I'm on a Discord, but there's too much stuff on yours, so I kind of gave up on it. Yeah, that's the problem with the Discord is that it's like there's so much going on, and then you segment it, and then people kind of ignore the segmentation. It's a tricky challenge, honestly. Like, Discord is all about socials, but it's hard to be social in a giant group. So you know, there's a lot of different things here. So let me talk about Coke in a glass bottle. Because right here, I have some Coke Zero, or it's called, they rebranded it, it's called Coke Zero Sugar. This is going to seem like the weirdest ad deal, so let me just say, that not only am I not having an ad deal with Coke Zero Sugar, but I think it's a terrible brand name. Like, if I had an ad deal with them, I would let them know, hey, your brand name sucks, maybe get a good one, and then we'll have less issues. But, basically, by the way, this is a huge Nether Fortress. Like, we've gone all the way around it. But, do you need to spawn a Wither, but you don't know if you need 3 skulls or 3 million? Yeah, I mean, the Wither, it's, what, 4 soul sand in a T-shape, and then it's some number of skulls, and I just, on the top of my head, I cannot work out, for the life of me, if it's 3 skulls or 3 million, and you might as well just be safe. There's no point being on the dangerous side of these things. What do you do with the donation money, says Random WDam. I'll be honest with you on this one, unless it's, like, specifically earmarked, and unless it goes through Streamlabs, which sometimes it does, then what I do with the donation money is it's like, it goes into the regular money. Think of it in, like, as a bonus or something, where it's just like, oh, yeah, got paid more this month than I otherwise would have. That's wonderful. I'll use this for whatever delight. I might use it to buy a hand chair, like I did last night. That's a whole embarrassing story. If you haven't seen yet, I was in a establishment last night, and they had the best chair I'd ever seen. It was like a okay hand, but it was a chair. And I think via Discord we went through some peer pressure, and I may have ended up buying said chair. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. So, why is there the turtle, says VidIssue? Honestly, I've just accepted I don't know why the turtle's there. They're just, oh gosh, how did he even know I was here? Let alone start chasing me. I've just kind of accepted that it's a thing. That is a thing. It shouldn't be a thing, but it is a thing. See, I think we might need to keep going from fortress to fortress because they don't respawn at a pace fast enough for me to do this. So we'll just go get another one. Screw it, I'm here now. How many skulls have you got so far? So I got... Actually, you know, I think we got 0 skulls so far in this particular run, but the goal is to, in this particular stream. But I think I have 3 lying around the chest, and the goal is to get at least 6. So, you know, free in today's stream would be nice. But obviously, we've got a looting sword, so the odds are like 1 in 11. We should end up getting more than 3. I just, you know, 3 is the minimum for me not to, you know, I guess, do some bad stuff. Mario wouldn't stop talking about the chair on Discord. Hey, Mario's promoting my new chair. Honestly, you know, I kind of want to do some form of, like, video involving it. Like, maybe I'll just do a vlog one day of the week. Because, okay, there's something I learned on YouTube. Because I don't watch every, like, you know, I don't watch vloggers, let me just say. Nothing against vloggers. Actually, you know, everything against vloggers. Most vloggers have to turn into sociopaths just to stay interesting. But anyway, so, besides things I have against vloggers, I have nothing against vloggers. And, basically, I have this kind of thing where, like, you know, why don't I try... one of the categories I've noticed is that you can do a vlog. It's called, like, favorites or something, right? Where you just talk about your favorite things that you bought this month. What if instead of, like, a favorites, like, I bought things, it's like, here are all of my favorite things. And it's like, Toycat goes to Five Guys. Toycat shows you his new chair. And, I don't know, Toycat goes on a flight or something. I don't know, like, I feel like there's some potential in that. Maybe it's a terrible idea. Maybe it doesn't work. But it's just something I was like, you know... There's a lot of formats on YouTube that, again, I don't find hugely interesting. But I think you can always mix them up, maybe. Or maybe that's what formats are designed for. To provide a basis for creativity. Now, it's 3 billion, says Oliver Weasley. Oh, man, we totally underestimated how many with skeleton skulls we're needing today. Yes, we're just going to keep doing this. So what's the comeback for Minecraft is dead or Minecraft is dead? Minecraft is dead or Minecraft is dead? Or dying, I assume. I mean, the simple comeback is like, oh, the most played game in the last month is dying. Oh, okay, then. I guess you must be dying too. And they'll be like, no, I'm not. And you're like, so you're saying you're perfectly healthy, but I said you are dying. Wow, now you understand what I just said, but in reverse, and how entirely ridiculous that sounded, eh? And they'll be like, I don't understand your smart words. Get out of here. And because, you know, like, saying smart things works really well in, like, with a captive audience, but in most situations that it'll just be kind of, like, ignored for the most part, I'd imagine. Oh, God, there's a skeleton there. Let's just knock him off. Make my life easier. Oh, we were just over here, but we went all the way through the stronghold. That's nice. By the way, big thank you for the $2 Canadian super chat. $20 to punch a pig man. I mean, it makes my life a lot harder for a while now, but, you know... Canadian $20 is Canadian $20. So let's go find a pigman to punch. Again, like, punching one pigman, like, affects your life for so long. It's a real issue. So anyway, let's, let me talk about glass bottles. Because everyone loves glass bottles, right? They're a big thing. Okay, there's one pigman here in the weirdest little room I've ever seen. Okay, I punched the pigman, and now I've got to kill the pigman. No, he's dead. That's good. I got some XP, actually. Maybe I should kill all the pigmen, just to make my life easy. I'm not sure if that is a good idea. I might do it anyway, though. But, yeah, so here's the thing about glass bottles that's always annoyed me, is everyone always has this big thing about, oh, glass bottles taste so much better. I've never noticed the container really affecting the taste of a drink. I know there is some science behind how sometimes it probably does, but it's always annoyed me that some people just, like, I'm convinced it's a placebo effect. You think it must taste better from a glass bottle, so when you taste it, you're more, like, receptive to it. Because Coke in particular, this is, if you're curious, this is Coke. By the way, oh, it's gonna read itself out. Let's let it read itself out.
Man of my word, Toycat. By the way, Toycat is yes.
Toycat is yes. Thank you very much, 379 Hero. Do appreciate it. But, yeah, no, the thing is that, like, everyone loves glass bottles, but the truth is, like, Coke Zero, I've just accepted this. It's just flavor water, you know? It's flavored in a way that vaguely resembles how Coke used to be. But that's how my brain... I've got to go this way, I think. But that's just how my brain is always going to see it. It's going to be like, oh, that water, that slightly has a flavor, sort of, maybe, arguably, in some situations. Yeah, we've killed every single skeleton in this fortress. So, yeah, long story short, I think that glass bottles are... I think it's like a weird... Not scam, but it's just like... Because it's less efficient for everyone. Coke doesn't want to sell glass bottles, because, I mean, it's more money for them to produce. You don't want to... Like, the environment doesn't like glass bottles, because they're horrific to recycle. You know, and the only benefit is that glass, theoretically, over long periods, has less porousness into the flavor. But what I want to do, I really want to test this sometime, is I want to get Coke Zero from a can, and Coke Zero from, like, a fountain or something, and I want to, like, compare the three and see if there's a difference. So let's play a little game. If I will go with a skull hunting alongside you. If I get less skulls, I'll donate more. If I get more, I'll make a beacon, lol. Ah, so it's like you compete against me, and worst case scenario. I mean, I'm always down for any donating-based games you want to do of yourself. Water is good as well. See, here's the thing, right? So water, I drink water all the time from a plastic bottle. Have you ever had glass bottle water? Like, I can't, like, that's not a thing people sell, right? Except at restaurants. But then they just put tap water in, whatever. You know, I'm just saying, it's, water for a straw tastes bad to me, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Water, because it has no flavor, is my favorite example how we know this is, like, you know, entirely nonsense, right? Because water does taste differently through a straw, in my opinion, at least. I'm gonna fly over here. It might be the exact same fortress I was just at. In fact, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, let's fly away again, then. Pray that the firework works, because if it doesn't, I would be doomed to death. And, yeah, basically, I think that, like, water's the best example, because water tastes different under so many circumstances. But we all know it's the same drink still, right? We all know that it has the exact same effect. It's the same amount of good. Like, the fact that people see different water brands as tasting different, or, like, Dasani is the American brand that is just exclusively bottled tap water. I think it's by Pepsi, right? Dasani. It's my favorite example of, like, you know, when people can find something that is objectively the same so different, what does that mean about things that are different? You know, how can you take that same thing over? Because, you know, like, you want to believe that the reason Coke is so much bigger than Pepsi is because Coke obviously must be better. But whenever they do blind taste tests, Pepsi comes out on top. I'm saying this, by the way, as I'm drinking Coke, so you can see it's hypocritical, or... I'm not hypocritical, but, like, ridiculous that it's not that I'm using my favorite brand. I buy whichever one's cheapest at any given moment, and it varies by week. Like, I do all my shopping through Amazon, and it's like, oh, it was cheap to buy glass bottles of Coke this week, so... Guess how I bought my Coke, or guess how I decided which brand I was buying. Also, this is the weirdest fortress I've ever seen. I guess because it generated at the edge and then got overwritten a bit by some chunks. As long as there's wither skeletons, that's all I care about. Are you gonna try and attack me? Okay, he's not. Yeah, this is not a friendly fortress, to say the least. It's because Pepsi's not cool in the neighborhood. I think I've seen diet bottled water in a can. I gave up on humanity at that point. Oh, there's a really popular brand of diet water. It's big here too. Because here's the thing. I love psychology when it comes to marketing. In a way, YouTube, the biggest like factor of YouTube is like how good you are at marketing your videos, right? Like, I mean, except today where it's just, oh yeah, it's literally what I'm doing in the title. Watch it if you want, and people apparently love that. But YouTube is, in some extent, all about marketing, I would say. By the way, see you later, Clicker. Good to see you, Blake215. Thank you for coming along. Send in the super chat. And same for the rookie paw. Rookie paw? Yeah, rookie paw. So, oh, there is a whip skeleton here. But the interesting thing is, like, that this exact same this exact same methodology is, like, kind of how every product ever sells is how YouTube is sold, right? So I find looking at these sorts of things fascinating, but as I understand it, even if you hear something you know is wrong, as long as you don't process that it's wrong every time you read it, it will still affect you. That sounds like nonsense. That's why you make the mistake. But unless you're physically so again, you've got like two brains, one brain which sees and converts into thoughts, feelings, data, and the second brain which is thinking about it. the brain that does maths is different than the brain that sees that or feels that you're hungry, for instance, or the brain that is angry at your boyfriend because he won't let you wear his t-shirt today. You know, whatever it is. It's like different brains for different tasks. Because of that, like, if you're... Oh my god, this is a swarm of wither skeletons. Okay, it's very convenient, but a little bit scary if I'm being honest. One of those should have dropped a skull, by the way. If they don't, it's, the game is rigged and it's broken. It's the only solution. One of them didn't. The game is rigged and broken. Also, it's not entirely in my control how I do collabs with people. That's why I don't like when people ask me. Because it's like, you know, it takes two to tango. And, you know, like, it's not... It's like saying, hey, can you date Scarlett Johansson? It's like, I'll date Scarlett Johansson. Or like, you know, can you date someone, the girl I like at school? I really like Becky. She's at my school. I'd like it if you dated her. One, weird thing to ask me to date your friends. Two, like, you know, maybe we should meet first. And three, you know, like, I can't make that decision unilaterally. So I can't do it just based on your super chat, no. I think there's different parts of the brain, not literally more than one brain. Oh, yeah, I should clarify. Yeah, you're not like a Time Lord with like 9 hearts and 6 brains or something. Yeah, I'm trying to do the simplification or whatever. Also, break obsidian with the stake again. By the way, have you seen
obsidian with the stake again?
Have you noticed something interesting? I kind of feel like we should stop saying that precedent because it's gone a little crazy. Also, I worry about it. Like, did you stumble across a lot of money recently, or like are you just like, you know, this is time for support? Because like for a mining stream, it makes sense to break it with stake. It's like a fun mix up, but we gotta be killing today. Time Lords have 2 hearts, right? They have 9 hearts. I'm convinced. It's gotta be 9. But yeah, like unless your like brain is physically counteracting the wrong information, it still sinks in a little bit. And there's a few other biases that combine with that, like, you know, recency bias and so on and so forth. And then your brain is just like, oh, diet water. I am on a diet, and without thinking, it's the most appealing brand. And then later on, you think of that and you're like, oh, diet water, that's silly. But it's already become the most favorable brand to you. It's weird. It's weird. In a reverse situation. Okay, so I really you also get. Let me admit, I do this, and I hate myself for this, but I'll admit I do it. So, where I live, Smart Water is always the cheapest. It's, so Smart Water is Coke's water brand. It says it has electrolytes. It's got the most ridiculous marketing in the world. You know, like, it's water. We get it. But, it's made from, they say it's made from, like, electrical clouds. What does that even mean? None of their marketing makes any sense. However, I buy it because it's the cheapest. And then when I go, let's say, overseas or to a different store where Smart Water isn't the cheapest, I automatically go to pick up Smart Water. And then if someone asks me to, like, defend my decision, if someone asks me to defend, like, why did I pick up the Smart Water, I'll be like, oh, yeah, it has, like, I won't say that out loud. I'll stop myself and be like, oh, no, of course, it's usually cheapest, this, that. But it takes me a few seconds where I just immediately jump to whatever's on the bottle, like, it has electrolytes. So, that's the whole thing. By the way, Mother kicked me out of my house on the phone right now. You should work that out. Assuming you are living with your parents, it is ideal to have a good working relationship with them, barring extraordinary circumstances. Also, big thank you for the 5 Canadian, 379 hero. Also, yeah, killer with a skeleton with a stake too. We can just do everything with a stake. That's a good idea right there. I don't see what could go wrong with that in the slightest. So, diet water is vile. I've never tried it, but I'm convinced it's just going to be a water that sparkles slightly. There's also, this is why I'm convinced at least. I don't know for sure. Okay, I'm gonna theorize that the reason that, like, have you ever tried like diet food, like diet steaks, diet whatever else, and it always tastes just bad, flavorless or bad flavor? Part of that's because you're used to the high sugar, high fat, whatever, you know, stuff from before. And part of it is, by the way, big thank you Switch Off, the 20 knot. Everyone's going crazy on the super chats. Thank you for a generous Sunday. I do appreciate it. But I've got to think that, like, if you taste something, if you try something and it tastes really bad, you can be like, wow, that must be healthy. You know, there's got to be one redeeming quality to this terrible, terrible, terrible meal, and it's got to be that it's healthy. Diet foods are just bad tasting in general. See, exactly. You agree with the sentiment on that one. And I think sometimes it is because they're just being healthy, and sometimes they realize, oh, if we make it taste too good, people won't trust that it is healthy. Like if you tried a diet Big Mac that was half the calories, that tasted exactly the same, and that cost the same, you would be suspicious of McDonald's, right? You would be very suspicious. Like, that's why, oh, okay, here's something that drives me crazy. So I'm drinking Coke Zero right now. Product placement. Don't drink Coke Zero sugar. I like it from fountains, it's not so good from a bowl. Honestly, this tastes like bad water. But I'm drinking Diet Coke right now. Let's just call it Diet Coke, Coke Light, whatever you want to know it as. But the thing is that diet drinks are effectively just an amazing solution, at least as far as I'm concerned, because it replaces sugar, which is one of the most calorie-dense sweeteners, with one of the least calorie-dense sweeteners. Date Becky at my school says Pokemon KO. But so first of all, thank you for the super chat, Pokemon Gamer. I'll date Becky at your school. You gotta get her to agree first though. Otherwise it's a bit weird for us to make decisions about Becky without her approval. I know it's a reference to before, but I'll clarify. And then we got date Grian. You know, there we go. We've come full circle. It's all looped back around onto itself. But here's okay. So the diet drink thing is like, if you're gonna drink a Coke or a Coke diet or whatever, the Diet Coke's objectively healthier as far as what it will do to your body. Obviously, it's healthier not to drink either. It should be clarified. It should always be clarified, I guess. But do we have to find a new Nether Fortress every time we run out of Wither skeletons? I think that might be how this one works. We can just kill blazes for a bit, I guess. Yeah, let's kill blazes. So yeah, like it's always healthy to be a thing. But like your body's like, it's 100 times less bad for you to drink the Diet Coke or the no one's brain can comprehend that. They're like, no, it's got to be a scam. So I've heard this from so many people who are otherwise very, very intelligent that, oh no, yeah, you don't want to drink Diet Coke, it gives you cancer. Just drink the regular one, because at least it doesn't give you cancer. And it's like that. What's the proof? And I look into it. There's never any real proof against it. If there was proof it gave you cancer, do you think you'd be allowed to sell it? You know, there's really strict food and drug companies in most countries, developed countries, and you think there's a drink that can make Grian to date Becky at that person's skull. that's a good point, Casey. That's the next evolution of this. If we can get Grian to date Becky from that person's skull, I feel like it's impolite because he has a girlfriend to go too far into this myself. But like, then we could take it another step further. We could get Becky to, you know, I'm just saying, maybe they could do a collab together as well. There's so many great ideas we can take this with. I think it's because it's sweeteners. Yeah, it's the sweetener. It's admittedly, we can't prove that it doesn't do anything bad, but in the same way, I can't prove that, you know, eating vegetables every day of your life. Stevia is the replacement for sugar. Usually it's not stevia in this one. It's because yeah, there was a sweetener that people used for a while that is really controversial, but currently they use I don't know what it's called. But it's not. It's aspartame. That's the one. So yeah, I drink it sometimes. My biology teacher always tells us that diet drink gives you cancer exposed. See, smart people, because how do you tell someone? Okay, so this is gonna sound mildly offensive, so I'll be careful. But if you are not, I need to get food, by the way. That's how fast we ran out, in literally 30 minutes. But if you are not if you don't critically think about many things in your life, then you often believe that everything is easy. If someone says, I'm gonna give you $100, you say, oh, that's nice, that's good. If someone gives you food, you assume it's, you know, like, if you just assume good all the time, that isn't critical thinking, which usually isn't an intelligent thing. Whereas if you are a critical thinker, if you do think about things and work out, like, why would someone give me $100? You know, whatever. Like, I'm trying to say, if you think things through, you learn that most things in life have a trade-off. If you spend more on, you know, a car, yeah, it will break down less, and it will look nicer, but it costs more, which means you have less for other things. Whereas you might otherwise think, Oh, nicer car. Buy it. Oh, I don't have money for food now. How did that happen? You know, like, thinking multiple steps down the line makes you realize that everything has a trade-off in life. I think that's something I like to... Most things in life have a trade-off involved. That's literally the entire, like, history of humanity is basically defined as, like, working out the trade-offs and trying to maximize the value. So, you know, that's what we do as humans, okay? I think that's kind of clear. So, with that in mind, if you are a smart person, realize there are trade-offs to everything. I'll just assume you're intelligent for the purpose of this. It's hard for you to just accept that, like, oh yeah, there's a trade-off for everything usually, but not quite this one. I have a helmet somewhere that I really would like to grab, but I have no clue where I put it, so I guess we'll have to go search for that one. But so when you hear that something is just better, no one can deal with it. Everyone latches onto the first reason why it's not. It's good because usually there is a con involved, and like, for instance, I'm gonna make some assessments. I'm gonna make some guesses here. I reckon it's aspartame because it's 100 times better for you than sugar because it's just 100 times more compact. So you take 100 times less of it, so on and so forth. I can make the assumption that maybe aspartame affects an organ in a different way. In the same way sugar hurts your kidneys. I'm not even sure about that bodily anatomy, but maybe it has a similar effect in huge quantities on your, you know, your thyroid or your. But I'm just gonna like some part, like it's gonna have some negative effect in the large amounts. There are gonna be some kind of weird effects and so on and so forth. And because you don't know them, everyone has to think, well, they've got to be awful. Like, you've got to come up with them on the spot. In the same way, if someone offers you $100 right now, you won't take it probably. If you're the same person, you'll be like, ooh, why are you giving me the money? Like, every time someone offers me something, I'm like, why? And they're like, okay, it's this. It's a lot of sales techniques. I need some food, by the way. Real quick, get some. And a nice round amount. So they killed just enough cows. Make just enough steak. Because I always forget just how much food the Nether uses. Just because you're in there for so long. Where do I go to order the mug? Streamlabs.com/toycat, by the way. 379 hero. For that awful mug. Wait, which you've seen, by the way. I actually think... I mean, Casey is the only person who can attest to this. But I think the mug looks a little bit better than I figured, actually. Like, it looks awful. Let's clarify that right now. But it looks a better breed of awful than I otherwise would have imagined. So that's nice. According to Google, aspartame is not better or healthier alternative than sugar. It 100% is. Like, sorry, okay, healthier as in less calorie dense. It is better for your... It's better... I'm not trying to say it's better for you in that it will give you less... You know, it's not going to give you less this, that. But it's just like... If you're talking solely about weight gain, it's 100 times less calorie dense. Which, for most people... You know, young people especially, like, you're not worried about, you know, like, oh, the systemic kidney issues that might result in whatever number of years. It's like, oh yeah, they're gonna go through this. That's my assumption. That's my guess. I'm just. Also, where did they put that helmet? Does anyone have any idea where my diamond helmet is? I got a really nice one from the end during one of these videos, during the all blocks video, and I put it away somewhere. And I have no clue where that... I think it was in the place. Let's go quickly. So, why did you buy the OK hand chair? Helping Marimaniac here. I bought it because I saw it last night and I wanted it. We already gone through this. That's why I didn't answer it again. But, yeah, I think again, whenever I say healthier, that's why I say it in that way too. Because honestly, I don't know what's going to be healthier in terms of what's going to give me... you know, like this, that, and X many years. As long as we know it's not in any real quantity, that's not the primary concern. The biggest concern, the easiest way to fix your health is to deal, like, I don't know, I want to say, again, you've just proved my point as I was saying it, by the way, Marimaniac here, so I'm gonna have to move on from this one real quick. Also, Coke does list on the ingredients. It's literally required, right? Oh, here's a crazy fun fact about Coke and Pepsi. Because at one point, Case Johnson says they don't list the ingredient. Again, this is one of those things where it's like, oh man, the base level just like stings when people like prove the point you're making as you say it. So I won't talk too much on the chat thing right now. But I will say, congrats on 902k. Oh, wait, we hit that? Wait, one sec. Hey, congratulations to me. Did you like this, by the way? I've got a nice transparent background. I could put it like over my head actually if I wanted to. Probably. Oh no, oh, don't know what I just did. Oh, okay, I can put it like up there, make it peek out every now and then. You know, I'll just leave it there. Actually, it does make more sense above my head, doesn't it? Like that's my Minecraft gamer tag. Like, oh, I'm ToyCat. Well, I'm 902,132, 33, 32, 33, 34. There we go. So it's interesting. I found you from the second channel, videos. Yeah, it's weird, like how much more of a common thing that is these days. Like one of the most common comments I get on that channel is, didn't even watch the main channel. And a lot of people assume that's going to be like something that's like almost offensive, but I kind of like it. It means I've created something that people like twice, separately. One of the biggest criticisms you get as a YouTuber is that you're only famous because you're famous. And I think a lot of that is true. Or only successful because you're successful. You get that in any industry, right? Like, anyone who's successful is successful because they're successful. Which is a hard claim to debunk because you can't try not successful to prove it. But I think the second channel, like being so big outside of the Minecraft audience, I think that at least proves something to me. I feel gratified, whether you believe it or not. So why don't you use chroma key like you did back in the old days? The effort. I have to turn off this light, turn on the main one. I'm not a big fan. I found the main channel first, but I really like the second channel videos. Yeah, there's a fair amount of people who like went over that reason. I mean, you can see in the early days like, oh yeah, the early Geography of ToyCat would do like 700, 800 views. Like some people liked it, and then it just found a whole new audience. It was a weird thing. Anyway, so what console do you play on? The Xbox One. That's where I play. But yeah, I just wanted to finish by saying that it's really hard to accept any basic non-trade-off, which is why, and it's honestly like in most situations it's a good thing not to. Most of the time when someone seems like they're being generous to you, especially if they don't know you beforehand, it's not them being generous. Pro tips to ToyCat. It's sad that this is true. I wish this wasn't true. I would like to live in a world where people were just nice to people and decided to give strangers things. But if someone gives you a thing, oh, this is the worst one to me, where someone's just like, oh, here's a delightful happiness band. I'd like you to have it. And at first I was like, man, that's cool. Like, this is a story. Like, a guy just gave me a thing, and he's like, $5. It's like, I'd like for you to have this back. You know, like, it's, you know, taking something away from someone is, less psychologically draining than giving it to someone. But that feels like such a trust breach to me. Like, maybe I live by a different set of rules to every other human, because that's the rudest garbage you can do to someone. Like, give them something, and then say, oh, sorry, that was money I wanted from you. This was a sales technique. I feel like everyone operates by their own moral compass, and the problem with that is that some people realize that, like, I think it's kind of fine. Also, when does the chair come? The big what is it? Is it that? That's what the chair looks like, right? That chair actually comes while I'm away. Basically, the chair is going to arrive when I'm not here, and I'm a little bit scared actually because I have no clue what's going to happen. Like, so okay, I am you might guess this from my online actions so far, but meme chair. But yeah, you might guess this from the things I've said so far on this channel. But I order a lot of things from Amazon, and usually it's something like if I'm not in, it just kind of is left outside my door, or it's re-delivered, or it goes to like the post office. But this chair, like they can't leave a chair outside my door. I literally don't have a garden big enough for this chair, which is sad. Oh, like a front garden. So it's like, okay, so they're gonna take it back. It's a big chair. It's not easy to deliver. So I don't know how they're going to deal with that. They're going to charge me for delivery? Is it going to just get sent back and they're going to refund me? I honestly have yet to think about the ramifications of me not being home for this chair delivery. Do you ever get bored playing on the same survival world? Quite the opposite, actually. I get bored when I start a new world. I have a fixed end objective. Once I've done that objective, I'm done with the world. Never want to come back to it. I know a lot of people are quite the opposite in Minecraft, but that's my opinion and my experience. It's nice if yours is different. I'm just telling you mine. So, I'm watching this drunk. How are you, this Star Cola? I don't know where in the world you are, but you probably shouldn't be drunk. Unless you're like Australian, in which case it's 8 AM, in which case you should be asleep. I guess you could live in like in India, where I guess it's partially legal, depending on the state. Or like an African country? Far Eastern Europe? Russia? You know, if you're Russian, I'll give you a pass on that one. That's all good. So, yeah, we got the usual. You're not gonna read this. Do you read the comments? Like, oh, you look really bored that you're not reading your stuff. Like, we got the usual comments here. But besides that, by the way, there's another fortress coming up ahead somewhere. I don't know. Oh, it's over there with the new Let's Play world I did for. Oh, the no mining challenge. That's why I have this. If you've never seen this, by the way, I still really like it. I think it's pretty cool. Change delivery address to a friend's who'll be able to hold on to a few. I don't have any friend that would be able to like store a chair for me. Like like it's a big ask. I'm not like I don't know. It's that's like too many steps for me. Have I not seen you kill with a skeleton? They respawn weirdly on Bedrock. We've been having issues basically. First of all, let's kill these. We'll use the bow I picked up and the arrows we picked up, and just kind of do it, I guess. Oh man, he's gonna kill me first. Oh man, this is a lot of fire. Just want to get you dead. There we go. Then we'll get. Oh, we shouldn't fire. Okay, so we're gonna be on fire for a long time now. We genuinely might even die in the Nether. There is a chance that. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Next up, we're gonna kill the wolf skeleton. As long as we kill him on the way down, like this. Hey, we got a skull. Wonderful. So we got one of the 3 skulls we need today. Looking forward to it. Also, good to see you, Swelly Hamster. Glad you made it to the stream. So, basically, your parents, I send things to my mom all the time. Yeah, I totally could do that, but then I'd have to explain to my parents why I bought a giant hand sign chair, you know? Like, I want as few questions to be asked about this chair as possible. It's gonna be something like that, I reckon. Like, just like, oh yeah, this is a thing I guess I technically do own, but let's not question how it came about. I have regrets with how I came to own this chair, or came to purchase this chair at least. But yeah, so to go back to the thing, like, there are so many, isn't it interesting, like, that, like, almost like, there's some element of trust, but, like, blind trust is something that you shouldn't have, but that I partially at least wish I did. Oh, it's a skeleton. I partially wish I could I partially wish I could trust. I partially wish I could trust people blindly. There we go. I don't know why that sentence is so hard to me. Because there are so many times where, like, it'd be nice to just put some trust in someone, and then it kind of doesn't go the same way. Because, I mean, the truth is if you just trust someone and then it goes bad, like, you know, like, having your trust in someone be broken, to me at least, that's a big bad feeling. Like, it's hard to get over that, you know? I know everyone has different hot button issues, like, some people feel different ways about different things. That kind of goes without saying. But, like, for me, like, you know, like, breach of trust. Oh, go. That's not good. You don't want to be over there. But, like, to me, oh no, we hit the zombie pigman for some reason. What are we doing? Why are we doing all of the things we're doing? But, yeah, like, breach of trust is like one of these things that, you know, once that happens, there's kind of no going back. You know, once you've tried to trick me into buying your thing, it doesn't matter how much I want your thing. I'm not buying it to spite you, and because I can't, you know, assure the quality of it, whatever. And I wish that was kind of a thing. So yeah, in case you're curious, I'll put the chair. Then if your job makes it possible to fully trust. Yeah, that's the big problem. A lot of people kind of forget about. There's a lot of people who want a lot of things from me, and you know, a lot of people who know things about me, while I don't know things about them. Also, the zombie pigman does not want to kill me. That's a good sign. Oh, I've been to this fortress before, apparently, based on the same
Well, you punched a pigman again, lol.
Thank you for the 20 super chat, 379 Piro. I technically did, I guess. I mean, if it's $20 every time, then Jesus, I can punch all the pigmen today. But no, oh man, this is not good. Yeah, this is bad. Bad crossroads to be in without having food. So just gonna wait a bit. Gonna chill, come back. Oh, have I run out of bone slots as well? Okay, we're just dangerously low on everything we need. So let's just do this. Yeah, we did it. So next up, we're gonna combine some more swords together. A little nervous about doing this, but honestly, we should just throw away swords. I genuinely don't want them. And it's more effort to keep them. So just get rid of all of those. There we go. Now we've got some slots to pick up bones and potentially valuable things. Because bones turns into bone meal, whereas everything else is worthless. So, okay, how do you keep your old world updated with new features? You just always go into a new part of the world, and it generates fresh as if it is a new world. And that's one of the beauties of Minecraft. I think if Minecraft hadn't done that correctly, it would be significantly less popular. Because you can always take an old world and make it new. On every platform besides, like, the oldest 360. And even then, there was still... If you planned it, you could. But if you have a Java world from, like, 10 years ago, you can play it today and you'll get the new features once you go past the old generation. And then even, you almost have, like, a story that gets told as updates come out. Oh, man, I'm on fire, apparently. Like, as more updates come out, the story of your world, like, increases. Like, oh, this is one I generated recently, but there are parts of my world from 2011 that look exactly the same as they did then, just with more builds on top of it. But that's a cool thing in my opinion. Oh, how did I get lit on fire? The thing went flying over me. I see a lot of the negative side of people at work makes it hard to make stuff happen. Right? Like, that's the problem with people, like, you know. Most people just get to blindly trust people. When you start to see, like, oh man, yeah, no, all it takes is the right conditions, and some people get pretty awful. And you don't even realize because they're nice people otherwise. But yeah, on YouTube, it's hard to trust people blindly. That's why people are just like, hey, Toy Cat, I'd like to be a mod, I'd really like to help out. It's like, you know, I don't know what you want from that. Or like, so many people ask me for me to collab with them, and it's like, oh, that'd be nice. Or like, hey, Toy Cat, can we meet up? We'd be good friends. It's like, you know me, but I don't know you. And it's especially tricky because so many people, the only thing that you know about me, the only thing you could get from me is like, you want the YouTube thing in some way. And that, I don't like a friendship that's based on one-way desires of attention and fame or whatever else. I don't know, it's tricky for me. But anyway, so going back on topic. So let's get down there, by the way. I think that's where we need to go next. I think we generally might have just run out of web skeletons to kill, though. It's entirely possible. Sad, but possible. Oh, okay. I have to say, apparently, I was incorrect in my assessment. I think it would be fair to say. See, the web skeletons get trapped on there because it's like their height is too low, and it's a fun little goofy coincidence. It kind of works nicely. Also, we're getting a bunch of XP today, which is also delightful. I'm glad to see it. But yeah, I even spoke to Jory a little bit earlier. We had a big issue of so I had a trust issue where someone was like, oh yeah, I'd really like to help people, and also have we been here? One of the key parts of helping people would be, of course, if I you know, maybe had a rank so people knew I was trustworthy, and I was like, sure. And then they started using the rank to tell people I've quit, you know, playing Minecraft. I'm playing Fallout now, like official announcement. And it's like, my God, what? Why would anyone like Why does anyone want to do that? Like, what benefit do you get from doing that? And second of all, man, it's just an example of, like, when you don't know someone, you don't know the ins and outs of their personality. Because every friend you have, like, caveats on why they're your friends. Like, you might have a friend you can't lend money to because he's burned that bridge too many times. You might have a friend that you've, you know, worked out. He's really good, unless, like, you know, like, there's, you know, women involved. Or like in the case of women, guys, or in the case of whichever gender they are attracted to, you know, that's when they become bad friends because they're more focused on that. You work out some people are really good, but when they're hungry, they're awful. You know, there's all these different situations you can work out, but you don't know that about people on the internet. You don't know that it takes like one meal away, you know, one delayed meal, and this guy's gonna try and plot to destroy your YouTube channel. It's an interesting thing that way. Although, again, that's also something I think is controversial to say. Like, people always say the saying, like, oh yeah, best friends are friends even through the bad and the good. And it's like, yeah, you should be friends no matter what happens to them, unless they start being bad friends. That should be a key caveat, like, oh yeah, I'm your friend no matter what, unless you try to literally steal from me. That's, you know, actually, that's a good condition for ending a friendship, for instance. Or You know, like you do something which is, you know, there's a lot of catchy slogans, but I feel like it's not matched by how people actually feel about Friends. Again, people are great. There's lots of good things, lots of good people, lots of good things done by good people. But it does have to be mentioned that, like, whenever you make a blanket statement about that sort of thing, it's a thing. Anyway, I never lend money to anyone I was friends with anyway. I wouldn't trust them. I think trust is... I think you need to trust people in general. That's like, you need a form of trust. It's just that, like, you know, the money friend ballpark as a whole. Again, I don't usually do it. It's a thing where I know a lot of friends who lend money to a lot of friends. Like, my friend just said, like, oh yeah, I lent money to this guy, and now since then he's just been, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my... Okay, it's fine. Let's just make a nice little town here. Like, he's got a friend that's been avoiding him, because he lent him... It was some small amount too. It was like, you know, 30, 40 pounds. And he's just been avoiding him ever since. Because, like, he doesn't want to get the money together or something. And it's like, oh, you lost 30 pounds and a friend, you know. In case you're curious, I know you have to work out your friend's strengths and weaknesses. And maybe you don't do that, but you kind of do, indirectly or directly. Trust is hard to earn, easy to lose. Yeah, exactly. I would argue, okay, this is gonna make me sound like a misanthrope, and I would like to clarify, I am very pro-human. There's a lot of good things most people do, and I do trust people not following the advice I'm about to give you. Also, everyone's making the fun spider joke. Oh, is there a spider behind me? Oh, I'll better not look there, because if I look at the spider, he'll come get me. There we go. I've recognized your jokes. I've said they're funny. But, like, as a streamer, you get them too often, so it's like, oh, is there a person behind me too? Oh no, it's a wall. It's a blue wall. It's a pretty plain blue wall, actually. By the way, let's get some glowstone. Like, it's in the way of my pathway anyway, so might as well. Literally mining glowstone for 90 minutes. Okay, so I don't give money unless I don't expect it back. Yeah, that's the general rule of thumb, I think. I think that's the wise person thing to do. Because this even happens with family. You can have family members that avoid you over small amounts. And it's like, oh Christ. And then they'll be like, but we're family, you have to do it. And it's like, oh man, now you're using an adage I don't believe in, but technically speaking, I have to. It's whole thing. There's a bright spot from your light behind you. I'm not sure if I believe that one, 379 Hero. Honestly, it doesn't even look bright in real life. It only looks bright on the camera. Like, if I put my hand... Actually, no, it... Okay, no, it's in real life, too. I looked the wrong way, that's why. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'll admit it. But, the truth is... Okay, this... Again, please clarify. Do not follow this advice. Terrible, terrible, terrible advice, but I think it's correct thinking that you should never trust anyone because you'll never know enough about someone to know that they'll never mess up. People do mess up. So instead, when working out who to trust and who not to trust, you set a bar, and when someone crosses that bar, you assume they're probably gonna be able to meet the high standard that you otherwise would never be able to test for. And everyone has their own bars, which you should have, but technically speaking, you can never know if you should trust someone until long past you need the moment to trust. Whatever. Humans are weird. Humanity is weird. Society is weird. All the things involving basic human structures are weird, but that's okay. It's okay to be weird. Why isn't this path a mineshaft, says Damien. Oh, that'd be a cool idea, actually. Make it look like it's a abandoned never mineshaft. Oh, that's a really cool idea, actually. That's a huge idea for a live stream, or a project video. We live in a society, says Schmoobler. Schmooblizer? Is that really your name? Schmooblizer. Okay, I'll accept it. I don't have any huge disputes with it, I guess. So I kind of want that glowstone, but again, we got to keep going forwards. It's all good. Ghosts sound crazy on Toycat. Yeah, I need to turn them down a little bit, I think. I always forget that it gets like this. Yeah, ghosts on Bedrock, they're just so loud. I hate them with all of my soul. And it's such a weird screech, too. It's one of the just few differences between Bedrock and Java. Anyway, so now we're going to go pick up the previous Withskeleton Skulls. Somehow, despite all the killing I did today, I got one. And I think we just kind of have to stand around if we want more. So we could move on to, like, mining glowstone or something. Because we'll probably need glowstone soon. Or maybe mining Neverquartz ore. Or we could just find another fortress, I guess, whichever happens first. Oh, yeah. Such a terrible... Oh, God. You know, I'm just not going to do with it. This is why I make these big pathways, just to stop dealing with ghasts. They're so... They just set things on fire. It's not very polite. It's rare, IBX. What, Nils Fortress? Hey, you say that as I run past one. Now he's rare. I guess neither of us are rare, but... Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Always scary when that happens. Because you never know if it's going to glitch and not let you firework. But fortunately, it didn't happen to me. In here, I have 3 more skulls. So just going to hope that something's respawned in the meantime. I kind of walk around aimlessly until they do. It's kind of the best plan here. One of my favorite facts about the Ghast is the sound was the C418's cat. Yeah, it's the guy who made all the Minecraft music. His cat is the Ghast sound in reverse, or rather, yeah, that's the kind of thing. You know, whatever, it's a thing. He meant the steak. The steak. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Thank you for the donation though. 379 Pira. Do appreciate it. Do you like doing this? I actually do. Again, some people say they can't stand playing the same Minecraft survival, but I love working on, like, you know, big projects, big challenges. I guess that's what I do on the channel. Maybe I'm the creator. Oh man, that's scary. Let's just block that one up right now. I don't even want that as an option. But the steak was C418's cat. Did I say that? You know, what have I said here? What word did I mess up? The steak is... Oh, whatever. Just, So, yeah, staying back on topic. So while we just aimlessly look around, we might just have to give up and say we're not going to find more with skeletons, at least without any significant effort. Because they seem to spawn, but like on a infrequent basis. At least that's my best bet on how this seems to work. Can us members trust you? $4.49 a month, or $4.99 a month, whatever precise price you pay. Because it used to be different, then it was different again. Now it's different a third time. And I would say, of course you can, because it's an exchange, you know. Whereas trust is an exchange that's one way, like, oh, I'll give you the ability to do all these things to me. Please don't do them. Which I would say is different in a way. Oh, maybe you can say it's trust stuff. You can trust that I'm not gonna blow the money on, you know, like drugs and hookers or something, but I don't know if necessarily there's the same trust component in there. Which, you know, maybe, who knows what I do with the money. It's in case you're curious, by the way, just I like being transparent. Look behind the scenes. In the same way the super chat money goes on the same pulse. All this money at the end of the month will be like, oh, I earned X $100 from super chats. It'll be like, wow, I just got a huge bonus this month. It'd also be like, oh yeah, the members in the same pool, I think. Like, it's just called transactional revenue. And oh my god, what has happened here right now while I speak? Should we go fix that? We should fix that. Let's use glowstone to fix it. So we place a block there, block there, block there, and we can call that a day. Without lava blocking everything. Because eventually that will help me. Just go to Five Guys, that's all I ask. Man, you better believe I'm going to Five Guys. Oh, I've got some amazing news that doesn't affect anyone besides precisely me. But they're opening a Taco Bell in London finally. Like there's Taco Bells over the UK, but they're always in like outer edge areas because I guess Taco Bell does better with different income groups or something. And they're opening one in London finally, and I am hyped. I am very hyped. It's like £2 for like, I want to say like a taco and a beer or something. Not that I'm drinking beer, and not that I'm buying the £2 deal, but like that's like their opening offer. And it's like, man, Taco Bell is the dream fast food, because no matter what you get, it all tastes the same. You can never order wrong at Taco Bell. In the same way that like Subway's a bit intimidating because you might order wrong, ruin your entire meal. Taco Bell's the opposite. You can't order wrong at Taco Bell. No matter what you order, it's gonna taste exactly the same. There's no wrong Taco Bell, you know. It's like, I guess there is. Either it's all wrong or none of it's wrong, you know. And that's a beautiful thing, in my opinion. So I think I'm just gonna chill here for a bit, kill some blazers at least. And then while we wait for the blazers to spawn, it might, like whip skeletons might spawn in somewhere. Oh man, don't do this to me. Animal. He did it to me. Look at that wither skeleton spawning. He spawned there. Like what do I do about that? Like mine him a pathway to me maybe? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hey there, friend. Wanna come say hello? Oh no! I hope he didn't drop a skeleton skull. Whatever, it's fine. But you can see, just like chilling here is gonna go. Oh, we've got a party. We've got a party. We've got a big old party. So just hit all the places as many times. That's all we gotta do here. And then hope they don't fly away, like they just did. But yeah. And again, I feel like the thing is that Subway gives you so many choices. It's good. I mean, it kind of tastes like a vaguely bread sandwich, but you know, I feel like you can taste the things you put in a Subway. And in the reverse end, oh, there's another one actually. Chopsticks is the same. So, for anyone else who is in the UK, let me know if you have the same experience. There's a noodle place called Chopsticks, like chopsticks, but like with an X at the end instead of a normal ending, because reasons. And they sell noodles, and they've got so many noodles laid out, and it's always like, oh gosh, they always look so tasty. They sound so tasty. All the options, they just sound good. And then whenever you get your food, it tastes exactly the same. Every noodle combination, I've tried it so many times. So many times. Every single time it's like, yep, this tastes exactly like every other time I've been here. It's a whole crisis. I still don't understand to this day, like, why even give the options? Like, are they even different options? Are they just different colored things of the same variety? Because they're always pretty good. Like, a Taco Bell's the same. Like, it always tastes pretty much the same. Sometimes there's some mild variants, but it's kind of interesting. Chopsticks sounds good. Oh no, it's like imagine if you were trying to say like a cool way of saying chopsticks. So like chopsticks. You know, I didn't pronounce it correctly. I think whatever. One of the worst things is I don't pronounce the word pronounce correctly, but pronounce. No, it is pronounced. I learned all the way later that someone had just got it wrong. Someone told me I was pronouncing pronounce wrong, but it's actually I'm gonna look it up now. One sec. Just real quick. While we do this, pronunciation. Because every time I start pronouncing it one way, someone tells me it's the other way, and I'm like, I have no clue. Your way sounds right. Oh no, it is pronunciation. There is no pronounce. How to pronounce pronunciation? Oh, it's pronounced, but it's pronunciation. That's why I'm confused. Oh god, I hate the English. Like it's pronouncing. If you're doing it, it's pronouncing. If you did it, if it's a thing, it's pronunciation. Oh god, I hate that. You know, I'm done. You know, English language. How about we just let's start speaking German or Swedish. So ich vet Wasser und ja, I don't even know. I learned a fair amount of Swedish at one point. Like I can tell you a lot of food Swedish. Wait, did you not know how to pronounce? Yeah, it's pronounce, and then it's pronunciation. Oh, whatever. It's awful. You see my point here? Toy Cat is always and forever yes. Also, web skeletons aren't respawning, so we might just be out of luck. We could switch over at the last minute. I mean, is anyone gonna rage quit the stream because it's not the correct form of long-term activity? I'm not sure if they will. So maybe we should do that? I'm not even sure at this point. This turtle here has been annoying me this whole time. How did you get here? Why are you chilling there? What is your purpose? I don't think we'll ever know the answer. But I'd always be annoyed. Deutsch speedrun. Deutsch sprechen, sorry. I thought you were going to say, like, do a German speedrun. It's like, oh man, please no. Actually, wait. Do you reckon the text-to-speech can do... do you reckon text-to-speech can do German? It should be Deutsch sprechen or something like sprechen.
Deutsch sprechen.
No. She can't. I know Deutsch is actually correct, I guess. You know, I'm not sure if that was. One sec, I want to quickly just... So it's German... Speak German in German. I'm going to get the Google Translate ones to it. So, Deutsch sprechen?
Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah, that's not correct. That wasn't correct. She did a good job. I mean, I'm proud of her for trying, but she didn't do it perfectly. If you don't end on time, I'll end my membership. I've honestly realized there's not much... I can't do any more with skeleton killing, because all the web skeletons are dead, and they don't seem to respawn on any decent basis. Like, I have to look around the rest of the end never for them, maybe? I guess I should make a web skeleton farm or something. Didn't realize it'd be necessary. So, also, someone says to pay 2BTT. Again, the server does not. A lot of people who play the server don't like YouTubers. I want to respect their wishes, ideally, you know, that's my goal. Like, it's just, you know, it's just a basic fact. Like, it's that I don't want to. If someone doesn't invite me into their home, I'll try not to go into their home. Not that I know of. Yeah, no, I speak the English for the most part. That's my language. I'm convinced that the whole, like, people have different brains for different things thing is true. Because so many people can pick up languages seamlessly, effortlessly. But for me, it's this whole ordeal of, like, man, I've got to, you know, like, learning a language is not an easy task for me. It never sticks either. Like, I can learn it on the spot, but, like, having it continuously be learned, that's a whole different task you're asking right there. So I'm going to try and kill wolf skeletons while the ghast fires fireballs at me, which is a fun... Oh, we got a skull! Okay. Maybe this is the way to go. It's having just as many results as the rest of this, I guess. So, did you know that officially confirmed, Toycat does in fact have nerf. But, yeah, some people are really good at languages, some people are really good at this and that. And it almost sucks to learn that because it's like, right now, if I wanted to, I couldn't be an Olympic athlete. I haven't done training since I was young. Yeah, oh, fun fact, there's the guy who's, like, the dad to, like, 2 famous tennis players. I want to say Serena Williams and Alex Williams. I don't know what the name is. But, like, the reason they're so good is because they've been born and bred to be tennis players. And that's really cool, but on the other hand, it means, if you get into tennis, even, like, late teens, you're at a disadvantage. If I get into tennis now, I might be able to be, like, top 100 if I really throw my life into it, but definitely more than that. Also, a big thank you, Skulls to 3.7 Theory. I agree, we are killing it, quite literally, in the case of wolf skeletons. I'm getting gunpowder too. How nice. Yeah, I'm just looking around for wolf skeletons in the Nether. Like, they're not spawning in fortresses, so they'll spawn randomly over the world, I guess. It's not a great plan, but it's the only plan we've got, so we're gonna use it. Also, yeah, the ghast noise is pretty awful. So, also, I agree with Leanne Vandermeer. You should totally learn Frisian. So Frisian is actually the easiest language for English speakers to learn. It's just it has absolutely no value. That's offensive. It has as close to no value as you can possibly imagine a language having. No, okay, so without upsetting my one Frisian subscriber, maybe there's a second one out there somewhere. So Frisian is really, really close to English. It's like a cross between Dutch and English, and Dutch is already kind of like a cross between English and German. So it's one of the very few languages that doesn't do all the same grammatical nonsense that makes a lot of languages so hard for English speakers. The problem is, though, only like 500,000 people speak it or something like that, and every single Frisian speaker also speaks Dutch and usually also speaks English. So, you know, that's why if you want to learn a language, pro tip. Also, it's Serena and Venus. Oh, Serena and Venus. You know, there we go. See, like I said, though, the fact that they're 1 and 2, right? Like, they're both hugely famous, hugely successful. I don't know if they've ever played against each other for, like, you know, final or anything like that. That would be an interesting story, in my opinion. Oh god, we're dying. But it's one of those whole things, you know. Also, something's happened apparently. Oh, I got an email because so we finally finished the no mining run editing. Like I said, it was finished a little bit ago, but editing it together took a little bit of time, and I'm like super like excited to put it into the world because the last speedrun, the no crafting table Minecraft, I feel like we cut it down a bit too short, and I was kind of scared, like, oh man, releasing a video that's more than 20 minutes, like one cut together, might be too long. But that's why this time we've just like left in so much. It's a 39-minute video. Everything that's worth keeping is in the video, where nothing has been cut just for the sake of, oh yeah, we should cut it to try and appease YouTube. So I'm super excited about this video. Like, I don't know why, but like, this is like the beating Minecraft with the absurd cannon clear thing. They're so fun to record. They make me hate myself while I'm recording it. But before and after, I'm like, oh man, that's cool. Like, you know, it's like a real accomplishment. I'll put up my CV, you know, like, oh, so I got a G in history at school, and I can speak one language, and I can speak to people in other languages, because get this, all I have to do is speak louder and slower, and then people understand. People do that, it's awful. Me and my friends make fun of doing that, and then like 5 minutes later we'll do it, because it's what English speakers do. We speak louder and hope that people understand. Although actually, you know, let me be the counterpoint to this. So there's people always make jokes. That's what English people do, right? We just speak louder. But the truth is, most people do understand English. It's just the way you speak English to English speakers is not how you should speak English to people who are not native to the language. That's why there's a lot of non-native English speakers that find my videos to be hell. Like I'm basically like the final boss in learning a language. Tell us something in non-English. Hallo, willkommen zu deinem Video. Ich spiele die Minecraft und ich liebe es. Ich liebe es. Ist gut. Sehr gut. Bonjour. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Baguette? Your videos are actually really helpful for learning English. Oh, thank you, Leon. I appreciate that. That's like officially confirmed. Also, I had to slow down my speech for you to remember. Oh yeah, see that's why I like there are a lot of people that also do the same. Oh, because yeah, the New Zealand, even the like accent to accent, like a lot of New Zealand. I can't even do a New Zealand pretend accent. But stuff like that goes off. Du bist Deutsch? Ich kann nicht Deutsch. Wait, I have no idea what I just said. I think I said I cannot German. Yeah, that's correct, right? That's close enough. Yes, just put baguette after everything. It's French. Yeah, this is what you actually do. So if you speak to someone who speaks French, doesn't know anything else, just say, I would like, to go on the train. And he's like, no anglais. Oh, I would like to go on the train. Baguette. Just stopping on for a bit, getting ready for work. How are things right now? Pretty good, actually. I've run out of wither skeletons, though. There's just none. They spawned once, but didn't respawn. So I'm just walking through the nether continuously, hoping that eventually some will spawn. I'd like it if they did. I mean, ideally speaking. Maybe they won't, though. We'll just run around there for a bit. It'll be fun. Your German is hilarious. I should clarify, I can't actually speak German. I just pretend to sometimes. Oh, we found another nether fortress, by the way. It's probably the one from earlier, but I'll count it as another one anyway. I can't speak any language properly. I just know, like, whenever I go somewhere, I absorb this is something people say that I never used to believe, that just going somewhere is good to learn the language. But, like, yeah, just by osmosis, I know a fair amount of different languages. Just not enough to say it in any helpful way. Like, Sawadika. Oh, I can speak Singaporean, too. Do you want me to speak the language they do in Singapore? Let me blow your minds right now. Hello, I am IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another video. Hey, get it? Because they speak English. My favorite fact. At my friend's birthday, we were at a bar yesterday. Bartender, they're from Singapore. You literally cannot tell because their accent, like, there isn't a Singaporean accent necessarily. They speak Singlish to each other, but internationally speaking, there isn't. They're just like, oh, from Singapore. Crazy. You can make a net fortress into a farming ground, although it'd take a great amount of time to do so. Yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to have to do at some point. Because I only need 2 beacons right now, but, like, there's literally none. None have spawned this entire video, besides maybe 1 or 2, like, that I missed, or that maybe spawned. But I can't confirm any have spawned in this video. So even my fortresses aren't fortresses correctly. Or it's just a really awful spawn rate. And I'm not sure which is more depressing to think about. So I choose not to pick either. Ich habe Kinderdeutsch. Oh man, I don't have child German. See, I know enough German to see the way you insulted me just there. Apparently. No, what I usually say is ich habe Kleindeutsch, small German. Because that's what people say in English, right? Like, I have low English. You know, you say something that's if you say I don't speak English very well, I'm like, yeah, you do. Like, anyone who says, like, sorry, English is my first language, after they've been speaking amazingly, it's like, nah, I'm disregarding that. Whereas if you say, you've got to say, I speak English badly in bad English. I talk English not good. And it's like, there you go. That's good. I think that's my favorite rule, my pro tip. Like, I don't know. Y hola, mi habla, por español, no por. I liked how you say it, the Frisian thing I sent to you. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could even attempt to translate it into words. People often say I speak little English. I speak little English. I can get down with that one. I've seen some people apologize for bad English and actually be bad at English. Yeah, no, people who apologize for bad English are always the best speakers. Oh, my favorite thing is that on the internet, the people who apologize are always the people like speaking the best. And the people who make mistakes are most often native English speakers. That's a fun fact. Actually, here's a fun fact. When I used to be a writer. Like, I just wrote about whatever people needed writing for. Writing? Did I say writing? Whatever. You know, I later was a tech journalist. I've had a long series of internet jobs, but so one of the things that just people realized is there's a billion speakers of English on the planet, or something like that. But if you say you're British English, the increase in rates you could command for that. Like, I honestly assumed before that like Americans hear you're British, they're like, oh, that's not gonna be the right English, you know. But just adding that, like, I was British to my job description, oh, that got the jobs rolling in like crazy. So just a fun fact right there. Maybe if you're from America, it's worth learning British English because it's just desired that way. Like, I mean, just say, I hear it makes you sound intelligent or something. That's why I can talk BS. And apparently, people enjoy it. Why eat the steak for half a shank? Says Fort Harding. Because I didn't want to forget about it and then be in a combat situation. It's not efficient, but it's lazy. So you can focus on what we're talking about. Because that's most of what these streams are all about, by the way. So I can't. Do you watch any of Minecraft YouTubers? Is it upsetting if I say no? I'm subscribed to a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, but I don't watch many regularly. That's why I try to make YouTube videos I'd like to watch. Because a lot of Minecraft YouTubers don't watch Minecraft YouTube videos, and that seems to me like a systemic problem, you know. So I make videos I'd like to watch, and this is the most arrogant thing I guess to say. This is a terrible answer, but it's like, yeah, if I could subscribe to myself, if I was not me, I would like watching my videos, I think. But you're definitely not allowed to say that. So I didn't say that. You didn't hear it from me. Japanese toy cat next. Oh man, my Japanese is so awful. Like I don't even, you know, I don't speak Japanese. That's my go-to answer right there. No, yeah, I can't even, like, on the top of my head work out like hello, goodbye, etc. Like, Japanese is necessary in Japan, but it's just not ingrained into your head. However, I still bow even in any part of Asia. Like, meet people, do a nice little bow. It's good stuff. Oh, my favorite thing about Japan is, like, the train conductors, they bow to the carriage every time they enter it and leave it. Because they're like, it's fun stuff. If I get a job writing, I'll say I'll speak British English. I think I know a lot of the differences between British and American English anyway. Right, that's, like, and all you have to do is, like, change a few U's, speak a bit nicer. Oh, and they're like, oh, good British work right there. I think we have, they teach English very differently in America. It should be noted. Because, there's this thing that everyone always talks about doing on the internet, and I have no recollection of. It's breaking down a sentence. So, you know, a preposition? I have no clue what people... so there's something called like a sentence diagram you can do. By the way, I've literally found no with skeletons. We'll end it. But, I've never broken down a sentence. I have no clue what that would... Like, how you would do that, you know? Like, graphing out the preposition, the noun, the adverb. Like, we learned what nouns were. We learned different types of nouns. We learned the different words, but we never learned to work out what each word was in a sentence. And also, there's a few different rules that, like, British people learn that generally aren't learned elsewhere. Also, why not try a very stereotypical Scottish accent? From Scott? Look, I can't even, like... I can picture how the words should be reverbing from my mouth. I don't have enough practice to do it on the spot, though. Hey, do it on the Scot. Hey, look at me, I'm hilarious. Remember to rate, favorite, subscribe for more Toycat hilaricisms. Dated on your homepage. Yeah, no, if I want to find with skeletons, I've got to find another fortress. And honestly, you know, let's just accept we're a failure. We couldn't do it. But I think I think English education must be better in some ways in America. It's just not as clearly in some ways it's not as effective. Or maybe like it's, you know, because you can quit high school really early in America, right? Maybe that's part of it. Like the worst is just lower. Maybe bad English is just seen as like cooler there, and whereas here it's, I don't know for sure. I cannot tell you what I think the answer is. Maybe like the British people you see on the internet are a small subsection of British people. I don't know the answer, but despite it's a different whole thing. Subject, verb, preposition, object of preposition. I have no idea what a preposition is. I'm gonna Google it right now, because people say you can't end a sentence with a preposition. The only thing I know about that is that you can make a joke that you can't. Wait, I know the joke. So my English teacher was in prison recently, and so when she got out of prison, I immediately asked her to marry me. But do you know what she said? She said you can't end a sentence with a proposition. You like that joke? You know you love that joke. Also, we did that here. Oh, I even did it in New Zealand. Maybe they did it everywhere else in the UK. I've just never heard anyone else having that same experience besides just me. Yeah, you like that joke. You thought that was high quality. Everyone's on board with that. Top-notch Toycat humor. So the prison part was to throw us off. No, because she ended it like she went to prison, so it was a prison sentence. And you can't end a sentence with a preposition, but you can't end a sentence in prison with a proposition. Because I asked her to marry me. Yeah, you know what? When you explain the joke dies. I killed the joke. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna put the with skeleton skulls away on the other side of the world, and we'll just admit, you know, mistakes were made today. But where mistakes, that joke was terrible. There we go. It was high quality. No, okay, maybe it wasn't. So as soon as this is done, by the way, I'm gonna quickly test. So the stream might start breaking right now. I want to test something. I'm gonna start download while I'm streaming. So no drop frames yet. You should still see me. As it turns out, I cannot download and stream at the same time. That breaks things. I think once there was a bad joke on the Toycat video. Yeah, that was actually Mary Ferrari. Yeah, that's why it came to my mind so quickly. The lag. I broke things. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to break you. Didn't mean to break you. A preposition is a word that describes a location. For example, under, above. So your up above is not a valid sentence because it's ending with a preposition. Again, the thing is there are so many English rules that are intuitive, and you should always teach the unintuitive English rules, because everyone already knows the intuitive rules, because when you speak English, they just get ingrained into you. It's a weird fact. I know English close perfectly, and I'm from Macedonia. I think Macedonia has a pretty low English literacy rate, so I think that's quite impressive, NVOD. Because my general experience is the further south in Europe you go, the less English there is. I mean, it's probably something sort of like distance from the UK or something, maybe. With France being the weird exception, where they're next to the UK, but you better believe they hate our language. They're good reasons. But yeah, so it's extra impressive that you know English. Not only for being from Macedonia, but also being that far south. Hey, so I can't play Terraria, says J Davis, bro. Always a delight to see you in the stream. Oh, this is maybe where the helmet went. No, I've got 2 chest plates here. There are so many questions I have about how I organize this world. There's been a block missing there for a while too. I just never fixed it. Oh no, I just put the nether brick away, but I'm missing some. I guess we'll fix that as well. Actually, wait, do I have nether brick? Oh. Should we go into the nether, quickly get myself some nether brick? And then we can finish this too, just because it's nice. let's do that. So, why has the text to speak not said Toy Cat in a long time? Has anyone sent a donation with the word Toy Cat before? Because if they fixed it, that's impressive. They fixed it, basically. When was the last time someone sent a super chat that said Toy Cat? I honestly don't think I can remember off the top of my head. So we're just going to take some corner bits of this off, because why not, you know? Just 4 bits of Never, and then we get some Neverac, nice and easy. There we go. Okay, just like this. Should be able to fix it. English was always my best subject at school. I did exams in the top 10% of Australia and NZ. Oh, they correlate scores across Australia as well. Interesting. You missed the second block drop. Yeah, I only need 1 though. There's just 1 block, so I realized it was fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 over here too. Look at me. Finishing the Church of the Wither and nothing else. Don't you dare say it. So, Kat, what did you work before YouTube, says Cantorus? Directly before YouTube, I was in college. And before I was in college, I was in upper school, which is when I was doing a lot of... So I did a lot of things. I ran a Flash game website. I ran a, like, it was pretty popular at one point. I ran a proxy at one point, or a... I guess the old school equivalent of like a VPN or whatever. I ran an advertising website. That was like my biggest success. It earned a few thousand in 1 year. I was a writer for a... It was a pretty big technology website at the same time. I was the head writer, I call myself. But I was just the only writer that spoke like good English. So I mean, I kind of gave myself the title, and the guy just stopped me correcting myself. So there's that. Yeah, then as well as that, I did a lot of guide writing, so for like RuneScape and stuff. Also, big thank you, Squid MC Gaming. Don't worry, I'll fax you my 51 skulls. I got 12 legit and 29 for a chest. Well, I mean, yeah, my Wither Skeleton skull luck is not as good as yours. Or my Wither Skeleton luck, really. Also, if some things they do actually do it. So yeah, here's just a, you know, actually let me just say one thing at the end here. In case you're curious, like, the only impression I have of you, this is just like a pro tip. Sounds offensive, I'm sorry. I don't want to discriminate against people who don't speak English correctly. But the only thing I have that I know about you is your name, your picture, and your message. The name of the picture is not really relevant. It just lets me link you to a future thing. Most people don't even have pictures. Most people I can't even see your pictures because they're so tiny. So I have a vague idea of probably your gender, but even then not entirely, and your message. If your message has spelling errors or your message is poorly written, poorly thought out, that tells me of just a bad first impression. The only impression I have of you is a bad one, and that's why people who write things out more articulately is what I respond to. So just, I don't know, fun fact for Toy Cat. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching today's live stream. I hope you did all enjoy it. You can like it if you liked it, share it, you do all the normal things. And in like 45 minutes or so, expect to see the no hitting run. As soon as this stream's over, I'm gonna hit download and then hit upload. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Please do check it out. Go be the stream squad. I'll give you the rough time for like 50 minutes, but as soon as it's ready, it's going out. So see you in 50 minutes. So hyped. And I guess... Oh wait, no, one more thing. Okay, so we've got like 4 minutes before we're probably done. I have one more question. So I'm considering doing a destroying a stronghold challenge. So destroy the entire stronghold. Because now I've got a repaired pickaxe, I can kind of do that. Is there anything you think I'm going to miss? Because I've been thinking about this, like, before I start, I want to get this right. What do I need to know before I mine an entire stronghold? In your opinion, person watching this stream right now. Oh, but there, big thank you, BlazeFire776. So, just, what, is there, like, destroy a stronghold from scratch? I don't know how easy it'd be. It'd take, like, hours. It'll be a big survival project. But what do you think? Because I've been racking my brain all day, like, I don't want to miss something and realize it too late. So, the lava in the importer room. Oh, buckets. I'll put that on the list. Buckets. Bring pickaxe. Buckets. Because you gotta take up the lava. Silkfish blocks. I think you can, if you silk touch silkfish, it turns into stone brick. Find a Bane of Arthropods sword. You know, even a regular one isn't. Also, yeah, I drank that much Coke. That's how, like, this is 250 ml. I drank 125 milliliters of Coke in an hour and a half. It's not good stuff. Have a beacon. Actually, a beacon's a good idea. Should we kill the Wither? We'll kill the Wither at some point before then. Actually, should I kill the Wither tonight? You know, I know I left this way too late. I literally said goodbye already. Should we kill the Wither? I'm scared that I can't. Because it's the bedrock Wither, you know. He might mess me up. Yeah, you know what we'll do? What we'll do is I'll copy the save. And then that way we've got like a backup if everything goes horrible. And then we'll try and fight the Wither. Because I don't think I haven't bought the Wither on, like, I don't know if I can. And there's no exit without saving. So what we'll do is we'll just copy the world. And we'll just fight the Wither. It'll be good. Yeah, it's a lot more difficult on Bedrock. Like, I've done it a couple times, but I haven't done it in my Let's Play world. So I don't know how good, like, if the obsidian I have is enough, for instance. So why do you need the Wither Skulls if you're contemplating killing the Wither? You need the Wither Skulls to make the Wither, Ford Harding. This is pretty rough, by the way. Like, I'm telling you, maybe the can is what I like about Coke Zero. Maybe it's the metal taste or whatever. Or plastic or whatever else. So do we copy the world? Armor up. Remember my failed attempts? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm drinking cherry Pepsi. Oh, I have a bunch of cherry Pepsi in my my fridge Kit Kats. Wow, good minds think alike. I said good instead of great. I figured you not. I'll just leave myself saying that. So I think Minecraft crashed, by the way. Oh, I just didn't. Okay, so let's go back in there. Copy world. But it's a really huge world. It's like 270 megabytes. Do you really have enough with the skulls? Don't you need 3 million? Cat, what is your favorite brand of milk? Mine is Lactaid. There's no milk brands really in the UK. Like, at least that there's like Cravendale, and they're like, so good the cows want it back, and it's like, it's milk. Like, there's no good milk. There's just milk. That's why I'm not drinking the Coke, I guess. Man, okay, you know what? Personal time with Toy Cat while we stare at the Copying World logo. But I am having like a real, like, okay, not, again, this is personal details, but like, my burps are just smelling awful right now, to the point where like, I'm thinking to myself, like, it smells bad here. Oh no, I just burped recently. And it, like, that's such a bad experience when you're like, oh, this is awful. Oh, it's me. I'm the awful. Like, that's one of the worst feelings I feel like you can have. Side note, I think Minecraft doesn't like dealing with worlds this big. It's not a big fan in the slightest. So why are you making a copy world? It's just in case, like, I have no idea if I can fight the thing properly. My favorite brand of milk is whichever one's cheapest. Yeah, every store here just sells a brand of milk that's 50p a pint or something. It's kind of how things go. Milk is stolen from calves. Calves are separated and slaughtered at the male. They steal the milk from the mother. Don't make me into a vegan. I don't want to be a vegan. No one wants to be a vegan. Milk is all the same. I don't know, I'm gonna try the high brand milk sometime. Wait, I'll do a blind taste test. Good milk versus bad milk. Next time I've got friends around so they can record, I'll do a good milk, bad milk taste. Seems like a good idea to me. Why did someone say you were leaving Minecraft? I don't know. He's got some issues. Like, again, I trusted him, and then like 2 days later he abused the trust to make fake announcements about me. Why does your burp smell like sulfur? I guess it doesn't smell as bad as Rotorua. There's always that. Yeah, that was the nice thing about when you go somewhere that smells so bad, everywhere else smells better by comparison. There's that at least. Drink almond milk. Why drink milk? Nasty. By the way, I think Minecraft has broken, by the way. Like, I'm no expert. I'll press A and cancel maybe. But I think I've got the slight impression it's broken. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go and then come back and oh. There we go. That works. Yeah, what is this? What? Like, do I just... This is an Xbox One X, by the way. This is the most powerful Xbox. It's just not used correctly by, most powerful console of all time. Just not used correctly by Minecraft. Oh! We're in! Okay, let's do this. So we're going to armor up real quick. Chocolate soy milk is surprisingly good. I've had chocolate soy milk, actually. It makes me feel bad. I can't even describe why. Like, I know theoretically I should feel worse about, you know, killing cows or whatever I do. Torturing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to cows, but I should feel worse about those things. But I feel a lot worse about milk that just comes from almonds. How do you milk an almond? Doesn't even make sense. Not even a thing you can do. See, I've got a smite sword, and I've got, like, I should probably get the golden apple or something. We'll get some food. I'll get self-buffs a lot. It's caused by indigestion. Drinking fizzy drinks will only make it worse. Yeah, no, maybe it is a self-buff, actually. It happened because I ate, like, way more than I should have last night, and then started drinking at the same time. I think that was the start of it all, and it's just like, man, it's not ideal. I'm gonna look up what a sulfur buff is, though. Okay, golden apple and/or healing potion, whichever one we find first. You know what? We'll use this. One potion. One potion is probably enough. I say because I have one potion. Yeah, one potion is enough, and one golden apple. There we go. That's basically like everything I'm gonna need ever. Don't need a shovel. Oh, keep that on me though. And then put the coal in here. And there we go. We're sorted. Okay, I'm ready for this now. There's a chance the wither will destroy the church, and we'll have to go to the copy. And if that happens, I'll feel smart for having a copy. But yeah, we don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. Bit of a weird situation. Not a usual one. Oh, yeah, I could see through something there. Oh, maybe it was because there was a literal hole. Oh, there was, that's why. Okay. Wasn't an X-ray glitch. Would be cool if it was. So again, there's a really high chance that I just get seriously wrecked right now. I'd like it to be known. I'm aware of the chance of that. I'm just kind of going with it. Have you been to Waka Papa? I have not been. Oh, it's pronounced with an F. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. So I think I'll eat the golden apple first. Okay, get away from the wither. Let him blow up, do his thing. Of course. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh god! Oh, we did. Okay. I don't know how I survived that fall. Does anyone know how I survived that fall? Feather falling, maybe? Yeah, feather falling. So, this has gone disastrously already. I think I need more obsidian. You know, maybe using some of that would be a good idea. Yeah, that's something I should... Where did I even fall off? Like, okay, you know, we can see above this right now, apparently, though. Oh, there he is. So we just have to get... Oh, okay, easy. Okay, so just fire the bow at him a bunch. Makes it very tricky to fire a bow at him, but because he gets trapped in corners. As long as he doesn't go to the surface, then we're not over yet. And we're just gonna whack him a few times. Make a nice little staircase up there. Yeah, he really wants to get to the surface, which is bad, because there's a church just above there. You know, can't have the wither destroying the wither church. It is named after him, but it's not designed for his destruction. And so now we're going to get some skeletons spawning soon. Very, very soon, I want to say. Oh god, yep, there must be... Oh gosh, okay, there he is. There he is. Getting over to him now. So I'm going to climb up the ladder, and then we're going to hit him through this little hole. Okay. This is a mess, by the way. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm out of arrows. I thought this was infinity. Oh no, it's... Okay. I didn't bring arrows to the bow. Bad. Cool. Oh gosh. Okay. Good news is I can keep on coming back from this. Oh. Do not enjoy a wither fight at this time. There. I'm just gonna have to... Oh gosh. Man, what do I do about this? Okay, just whack him. The thing is, my sword already has knockback, and he already went away. It's a bad combination. Darkness isn't making this any better. Yeah, this is a whole nightmare compared to the old fight. Which I was kind of expecting, but it doesn't make it any less nightmare. Oh god, what? Oh, he did a wither rush, like a bedrock exclusive move, I believe. Oh god. By the way, hi, Oscar Duarte. Good to see you. Good time to send in a super chat. This armor's really good. probably a lot of why I'm alive right now. And we're done. Yep, we done it. We done it. Done it. Hey. So besides the overwhelming explosion, wait, is he going to explode? Is that how that works? Oh, he does explode. Huh. That's not new, but I mean, wasn't aware of it properly. So that was dark and depressing, and I wasn't quite expecting to, like, look, he's made a whole new cavern for himself, which is a thing. Like, I need to find, okay, what we've learned is we're going to make a wither chamber somewhere next time, and we're going to make it somewhere a bit safer than this, maybe. Seems like a good idea. So yeah, I had a great time in today's live stream. I hope you did as well. I need to deal with this, make a chest, and refix. There's just a lot of things that have to be dealt with right now, okay? And that's what we're going to do. But I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. Oh, I can't get up there because there's not enough ladders. I just got to... I guess... maybe if we make... Okay, so we'll remove these ladders, and then we'll put them up there, maybe. Because we'll make a little staircase here. There we go. And then we replace this. Go, let's get out of here first. Let's get a proper solution. So I can take this. Oh, I need to pick up the star. That's a pretty key one, actually. Yeah, I'd quite like this, if I could. Okay, there we go. So now we got the Nether Star. I fought the Wither, and honestly, I kind of don't want to do it again for a while because that is a nightmare situation. He's ruined underneath the Wither Church, but as long as he hasn't ruined anywhere above it, we're all good. And I believe, looking around up here, is this good? That's good. This good? We're all good here. Hey, there's no noticeable surface destruction. That's all that counts to me. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Okay, this time I'm actually going. Have a good night, and check out the no right trigger challenge. I beat Minecraft by using the right trigger whatsoever, or left click, whatever you want to call it. And it's amazing. Okay, bye.